Hello there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have my what I've been warming this week video here, so a good week. I'm doing good this month. No traveling helps. No traveling helps. That is for sure. So I'm excited to share what I've been warming. I've got my usuals and a candle and something else that I'm very excited about. So if you're interested in seeing what I warmed this week, then stick around. Okay, so I hope you had a good weekend. My weekend hasn't started at the moment of filming this. Tomorrow I'm going to hang out with my girlfriends and we're going to make some wax, and I'll talk about some wax that I made last year when we did this. So warming that today downstairs. But I'm going to start with Scentsy first, as we normally do. So I have 5 clamshells and a brick. Finished a brick. Yes, I finished a brick. It takes me forever. I'm not a brick person. I love bricks. I love the idea of bricks, just like I love the idea of loaves, but it takes me forever. But I'm going to start off with, this is a license bar. This is Monsters Inc. Monsteropolis. I warmed this downstairs in open space, and this has scent notes of, it's very citrusy. Yes. It's like orange, grapefruit, kind of fruity. I think the scent note says there's watermelon. I pick up more of this orangey grapefruit kind of scent. I know grapefruit is not in there, I don't believe, but anyway, it's a good scent, a great summer scent. There is something at the end, like at the tail end, at the end of the day, where something comes off a little sharper. It's not bad. It's not that it's bad, but it changes from that bright citrusy smell that I like to something else. And I don't know, that could be the watermelon. I don't know. Or some greens. I think there's some greens in here, but there is just a note in there that I was like, it's not smelling as good as it was in the beginning, but it is a fun scent. It's a great summer scent. It is not available right now, but I did enjoy warming that down in open space. For open space, I would say it was like light to medium, better in bedrooms. I've warmed that scent before in the bedroom, and it's better in the bedroom. This is Poor Unfortunate Souls. This came out sometime in the fall last year when they brought out the Villains collection, or some of the Villains collection. This is Wild Blackberry, Raspberry, Goji, and Vanilla. I warmed 2 cubes in one cube in each bathroom, in the 2 bathrooms, and then the rest kind of divided up between this room and the guest room. And I get the berries, I get the Goji. It's a good scent. It's nice berry scent. It's almost like I get raspberry in there as well. So it's a pretty berry scent. I like it. I don't have any more, I don't think. I might have 1 bar. Maybe I have 1 more. I enjoyed it for what it was. It's a nice summer scent as well. And we've been getting warm weather, which I'm happy. Finally, I feel like we're in summer. Or, well, yeah, it doesn't really, there isn't spring here. It's like winter, summer. That's just the way it goes. So this next one here is We're All Mad Here. This is Tart Plum, let's see, Strawberry, Pink Sugar, and Fizz. This is a scent that I warmed in the bedroom as well. And I like that there's a tanginess to this scent. There's a little zestiness. There's a tanginess. A bit of fizz. It's not as fizzy as I've smelled in other wax, but this was a good one. I do like this one. I had taken it out of my club, but I have some friend mail to share soon. And a friend sent me another one of these, so thank you so much. This next one is Mandarin Zest. This is Sweet Mandarin, Pear, and Vanilla. This was part of the Easter collection. I think it was Easter collection in 2023, and also a really pretty scent. I've had this for a year now. This is definitely, since February of last year. Very light. And I remember it being light last year. It didn't get any stronger after a year. This would have been better to have been warmed in a bedroom or a small room. I warmed in open space because it was a day where I just wanted something in the background. I don't always want scents, you know, in my face. Wanted something light in the background, and but it was a little extra light than I remember. So that is Mandarin Zest, also no longer available. None of these are available anymore. Then we have Lavender Cotton, and this I got in a flash sale last year, sometime in May. And this is lavender and cotton. It is a cotton laundry type of scent with lavender. Very pretty, powdery, but I like those scents, and this was really nice in this bedroom. So again, this was another bedroom scent that I warmed in the 2 rooms. Long lasting. This one was strong. I warmed pink cotton last week, and that one was lighter for me, but that one had like a broken, so it could have been just that, the scent kind of dissipated with the clamshell not being closed all the way, but this was really pretty. I like this scent a lot. So that's Lavender Cotton. I think my friend gave me that one, but she didn't like it. And then last but not least, Pink Apple and Nectarine. This was one of the bricks from last spring. This was actually my favorite brick. Or my favorite scent, I should say. It did not come back. The one that came back was Summer Berry Melon, I think. I was hoping this one would come back as well. This is Pink Apples, Nectarine, Poppies, and Sugarcane. It just takes me forever. It got really juicy, but not too bad in the clamshell. Just the top of the wax was very juicy. This is a pretty scent. It's like a fruity floral. This I would call definitely a fruity floral, maybe a little more on the floral side, but it reminds me of a scent you would smell like from Bath and Body Works. I can't name a particular one, but it's that kind of scent. So almost like a body care, fruity floral, perfumey scent. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I did not club it because I had a brick and I knew it was going to take me a long time to do it or to use it up. But I'm happy with that and enjoy that very much. So those were the Scentsy ones. Then let's get into everything else. But let me get into 2 non-wax items first, just to get them out of my basket here. This was a candle from Bath and Body Works. This is Fireside. And this, I don't know if I can read the notes of this. Does it say? It's, smoked cedar, fresh clove bud, warm embers with natural essential oils. So this is just Fireside. It's not marshmallow Fireside. It's just straight up Fireside. I used it all under a candle lamp. And then I just froze it and then pulled it out. So it's clean. And I really love this pattern though. Really pretty when it was lit up. The few times of that I actually burned it as a candle. Really pretty. This is just a smoky fireplace. What I liked about this one is up until now, it's been still pretty cold and wet and windy. We were having a lot of cold days and nights, so it was fine to melt it. It went with pretty much anything in the evening. It didn't conflict with other scents. Just add a little fireplace to the downstairs. So I did enjoy that one. And then I used up this sample. This was a sample from the Zeep order, and that I just think that was up late last week. So if you missed that, I can put that one up here. And this was a sample of the Body Butter Sugar Scrub in the scent Beach Toes. So that is one of the new summer scents from Zeep. And really appreciate the sample to try the body care line. I had in my shower, I'm currently using, what's it called? Beach Hut? Is that what it's called? Beach Hut? The Hut, the scrubs. I forget what that company's called. Something Hut. And so I had that, and then I had this. So what I did was just to compare what I'm currently using, and this one is Tree Hut. I think that's it. Used them both. So this was really nice. But I almost felt like it didn't leave my skin as smooth as the Tree Hut one. But I like the scent. It had a nice scrub to it, nice texture. Worked the same way, but between the two, I actually like the way my skin felt with the Tree Hut. But that's just my own personal preference. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't try other products, Bodyline products. I've never tried the mist, which I'm curious about. And I have tried the body mousse, I think, and that was nice. So there's that. Okay, let's get on with my vendors. I made some dents. I have some empties here. I'm gonna start with, I think, the one and only. No, it's not. Okay, I kind of put these in order. I had two from Second & Spruce this week. So this first one here is Cashmere Cozy, and this is Cashmere Cream, Cashmere Cedar, Mallow, Fireside. It's about half. It's like half a loaf. So I still have the other half. I did warm these on some colder nights, a little cooler nights. I think it was early at the beginning of the week. Just a little bit. A little goes a long way. I think I might have talked about this last week. I can't remember because I warmed some last week as well. In the bedrooms. It's a great scent, very cozy, and great strength great throw in the bedroom. So, like, what am I trying to say? All right, the other one that I used up from Second & Spruce is Jammed Up and Jellied. This was also a mini loaf, and this is a raspberry jam, sugared strawberry cookies, fresh baked bread. Jammed Up and Jellied. I used this in open space, and performance was, I'd say, medium in open space. Got a lot of that, just jelly, like a nice, more jelly than I got bread. It's I love her raspberry. So it's a beautiful raspberry. I think in the future, I will mix some bready scents with this and have that commingle in the space. Just because I found it ultra jammy, great jammy, a great jam scent. But for me, I would have liked a little more of that fresh baked bread. So that was Jammed Up and Jellied. Then we have, let's throw this in here in the mix. From the Pharmacist's Daughter, I warmed Winter Solstice. And this is scent notes of balsam, cinnamon, clove, sandalwood, sweater weather, and cranberry relish. So the reason I warmed this is I was going through my collection, right? My stash. And I just got in the Pharmacist's Daughter, was it the week before? I think that was also went up last week, that video. So I'll link that up here as well. And as I was putting stuff away and like moving things around, I found this one. And this was one that I did not like. Like on my, when I smelled this last year. When I smelled this, and every time I've smelled it since, I'm like, and I hadn't warmed it, right? I hadn't warmed it prior to this past week. But every time I smelled it, I'm like, there's something off in here. And so I was going to toss it, but I said, you know what? Melt it. Maybe something else will come through and it's not as terrible as it smells on cold. And again, it's not like it's gross, but there's something in here I don't vibe with. I'm thinking it's the cranberry relish because everything else, I'm like, I know what it all smells like. So, or the mix of sweater weather with the cranberry relish. So long story short, melted, half of this snowflake. It was a snowflake. Melted half the snowflake in the guest room, and it wasn't bad. It was not bad. I still get a little bit of that something that I don't know that's a little off-putting to me, but it warmed a lot nicer than I would have thought. So always at least warm the wax because sometimes it'll surprise you in a positive way. Not like one I would repurchase again, but it wasn't as bad as I remember. as bad as I thought it was going to be, I should say. Okay, then we're going to talk about a scent that I'm warming right now. It's been going for about 2 hours, and this is a scent that I have a friend. Her name is Yvonne. She has been making wax as a hobby on the side. And a year ago, or almost a year ago, she brought a bunch of oils and all the wax making stuff and her molds and all that stuff. And then she's just like, okay, sniff away and make something. And I'm like, really? Like, just, I didn't know where to start, but after a little while, kind of got into figuring it out. So this was one that I created, and I called it Blondie Beach. I'm also terrible with titles and names of things, but Blondie Beach was what I called it. And it's mango, coconut milk, pink chiffon, coconut soleil, Blondie, and high tide. So lots of stuff in there, but it smells like summer. It smells like summer downstairs. It smells so good. It's beautiful coconut. I'm loving it right now. So that was from a year ago. So I'm excited to be going back this time to her house where she's got all the oils. Last time she had to limit what she brought over and to, make some new concoctions. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so let's get on with Noel's Farm Scents. So I'll start with my non-empty and then move on to my empties here. This is Beach Evenings and Cookies. It's Beach Nights and Sugar Cookie Royal. I adore his Beach Nights. I love his Beach Nights. You add sugar cookie in there and you're just like, what? This is so good. Fantastic. Great. I warm this in my bedroom. His Beach Evenings is very strong, has great throw. I love it. I just love that scent. And I got the sugar cookie in here as well. So this was fantastic for me. Went on all day, and then I just changed it like half the day the next day. So about a day and a half, but I could still smell it. Fantastic. This was a mini loaf. I don't know if I have a loaf of this. I think I might. But yes, absolutely would buy this again, or anything with his Beach Evenings, because it's fantastic. So enjoy that a lot. Then I warmed Blackberry Jam Butter Cookie. This was butter cookies and blackberry jam. I warmed this downstairs in open space. So again, and I only had, I think, three cubes left. So I'd warmed this once weeks ago, I think, in a bedroom, and then the rest in open space. So I didn't have a lot. So what I did was just knew it was going to be more of a background scent. And I did like this one a lot. I got the blackberry jam butter, and it was pretty, but it was on the lighter side. But again, it was an open space with just 3 cubes left. But I love his blackberry as well. So this was a good one. Medium performer as far as strength. Then we have Berry Fiends. This is blackberry, strawberry, raspberry, heavy cream, and woods. Berry Fiends. This I also warmed in open space, and I used a little more than half. I think I used 4 cubes downstairs, and the other 4 I had used upstairs in the bedroom. So it's berries, but I get a lot of whipped cream. So it's like berries and cream. That's what it smells like. Berries and cream. So it's not overly berry and fruity. You get that whipped cream that really tones it down. And I got a lot of cream. I would have almost said maybe amp up the berry, a little less cream. And then at the end of the life of this, I almost felt like I got like a vanilla ice cream. And that could be, again, the cream. So it was very pretty. I liked it. It was a medium performer for me in open space. And in the bedrooms, I think it was still also a moderate performer. So that is Berry Fiends. Yes, I did enjoy this. So I would buy that again. Strawberry pound cake. Strawberry, vanilla, pound cake, and butter. I've talked about his strawberry pound cake. I love his strawberry pound cakes. I think anything that he has with pound cake, I'm a fan. Because his pumpkin pie pound cake was freaking ridiculously good. Loved it. So I warmed this downstairs in open space. I used a mix of everything, Scentsy, a hot plate warmer, and I did use a tea light warmer just to give it a little oomph. But it's a great strawberry scent. It's not the longest lasting. I probably lasted maybe 4 hours, but it's a great scent. So that is strawberry pound cake. Okay, now we have Lavender and Speckles, and that is all I warmed after I get through this vendor here. I talked about this last week, and what did I mix this with? Hold on. you know what? With Berry Fiends, I added one in one of the warmers downstairs in open space. In one of my warmers, I also put in one of these Palo and Tons of Vanilla. I did talk about this scent last week. This is fantastic. And I liked that because I was worried. The reason I did that was I was thinking, ooh, is it going to be too much berry? And it wasn't too much berries. It was a nice mix of the berries and the cream, but then adding a little bit of Palo to it was even nicer. So that's why I added one cube of this in one of my warmers downstairs. I love Beth's Palo and Tons of Vanilla. This is great on its own. I've definitely warmed it on its own, but it was nice to just kind of drop in a bunt here and mix it with another scent that I was warming. And these are long lasting, a very strong performer. I love this. I'm glad I got a giant bag of it and I would get this in a big size again. Then I got Oceanside Laundry. So this was a sample from Beth and this was also very pretty. I used this. Now this is coming to me. Now after I've talked about it, I used one of this with a little bit of strawberry. I think I just had this in the cube downstairs as well. When I was warming the strawberry pound cake, I kind of threw this in there because after, what was the scent? Noel's last pre-order had a mix, and I can't remember what it was, but it was a fruit and laundry. And I'm like, that's a good combination. And then after talking with other people and stuff, they're like, no, I've had some scents that have fruit and laundry in it. And so since I just had this one cube, I figured, let's just see what happens and have it mixed down there with everything else. And it's a pretty laundry scent. I get a nice, like a little bit of an ocean breeze with this, some little sea salt. And some laundry. This is a really nice laundry, so I like that. So that is Oceanside Laundry from Lavender and Speckles. Then I have Birthday Cake and Vanilla Sugar from Lavender and Speckles. I don't recall where I warmed this. This is why I do this every week, because if I had to wait 2 weeks to tell you what I warmed, I would not remember. I'm assuming I warmed this in a guest room or in this bedroom. I can't remember. It was not open space. It was the guest room. It was the guest room for sure. Okay, so room next door. Yeah, it's just one little cube, but it was pretty. I smelled the birthday cake. It's like a white cake and really nice. Okay, Tiffany's Palo Santo in Coffeehouse. I've worn this a couple times this month, but I finished it, so it's an empty now. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's Palo Santo in the best coffee scent ever. Really enjoy this one a lot as well. I like this one, even though I'm not a fan of Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I don't get that note that I don't like from Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I don't get that at all. It's blended really nicely. I get a lot of that kind of cinnamon from the donuts and then the coffee. It's a really nice coffee, so I do like her coffee. Then, last but not least, it's Cozy Barbershop. This is Barbershop and Marshmallow Fireside. So good, from Lavender and Speckles. I warmed this in the guest room. I think I only had 4, so I warmed it in here one day, and then waiting for the loud car to go by, and then in the guest room. I bought this this was August of last year. I was still trying to figure out, do I like barber scent shops or not? I did not care for Big Shave from Sassy Girl Aroma. And that was my first experience with Barbershop after I'd purchased others like this one. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just not a barbershop shaving cream kind of girl, but I really like this one from Lavender and Speckles. So it was different. This one, I don't know. I don't know what I didn't care for about the other one as much. But this just smells manly, but really nice. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like upscale cozy barbershop. But I did enjoy this one and I would get this again. So that is Cozy Barbershop. And that is it. So that's my what I warmed last week. So now I am down to almost nothing from my very little. I've been throwing other things now into my melting basket from April. So this coming week, and I've used up all my Scentsy bars. So in this coming week, There'll be whatever I have left in my melting basket, and then I'm just going to be adding in some fun stuff. I've already put my April basket together, so I'm kind of pulling some things from my April basket forward, which I've never done before. So that's kind of exciting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you've had a wonderful, hope last week was a wonderful week, and I hope you have an even better week this coming week. And thank you so much always for hanging out with me and commenting and watching and hitting the like button. And if you're new here, I've gotten a couple of new subscribers. So really, really appreciate all the love and support. I love doing this. I love talking about wax. I love sharing what I'm melting. And I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoy doing it. So thank you so much. And I'll chat with you later. Bye-bye.